So let's just, I guess, dive into IT because we already started talking about IT.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
how did you get into? You said you were always in IT. What
Yep.
did you study?
So I study computer networks and technical support in Seneca.
Of course, yeah. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, we talked about it.
yeah, yeah. I know a lot of people or took that program, and they're doing really well in IT as well. And so I started my right after I graduated. I started in IT support as my first job. I was there for 2 or 3 years, I believe, as a back office IT support specialist, and then I moved to the second organization I worked for, which is also IT support. I was there for about a year, and then I eventually moved to desktops and systems administration. That was my previous role, and now I am currently a senior systems administrator.
Did you have to become a systems admin before you became senior systems admin, or because of your experience, because of your past experience, they already give you the senior system admin title?
Yeah, so I believe it's because I had experience in the past, which translated into my current role as a senior systems admin. I don't believe that you can just go straight into a senior systems admin role without any prior experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, for people, if they want to get into IT,
Hmm.
and if they don't have, let's say, any certifications or
Right.
diploma, is there still ways to get into IT?
It's definitely tough. It's definitely tough if you don't have the background education or any certifications. I would still, my suggestion is to, if you don't want to take school and go through the 2, 3, 4 years of programs, I would certainly start with a certification first, like the A+ certificate, or even the Net Plus. The Net Plus would be more intermediate, but if you start with the A+, you would get a good understanding of computers, and that could, once you get the certification, I think that you could start applying for an entry IT support job, and that can help you start the career in IT.
So, do you think IT support is the way to go to start a career in IT? If somebody who's beginning their career just
Well,
for
it
certificate?
really depends what you want to do in IT, right? IT is very broad. There's different paths to it.
Yeah.
It depends what you want to do. If you want to be if you want to go into security, or if you want to go into networks, and there's like DevOps, right?
So yeah, what
Mhm.
kind of other paths are there? So
What other
security, network, yeah.
right? Security, networks, DevOps, or if you want to be a programmer. So I wouldn't say software engineering is IT, but it could be. Um, but I think in IT is mainly like DevOps, security, and networks, right?
Networks, yeah,
And
yeah.
then so if you want to, it really depends what you want. But I strongly feel that for security and networks, you need a good uh, understanding of how computers and how networks work, right? So
Yeah.
to gain all of that knowledge, the IT support or IT desk, help desk entry role would really help you in that, because you can see a lot of different cases that comes in, and you would be curious on how to resolve those issues, and do that experience. You could translate yourself into that admin role, or network admin role, or a cybersecurity role.
Yeah. So,
Right, right.
and I also think that the admin roles are kind of fading away now.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly, or I must say, the server admins or the network admins.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're kind of fading away, and it's
Yeah.
all becoming cloud now. So, like you said, your company that you work in right now,
Mm-hmm.
it's all Microsoft based. But depending on the company's level, there can also be Google, and there can also be AWS services. Um, but then if you get into certificate, if you get into those cloud, it's like, I think, do you think it gives you more opportunities? Do you think the server part, like the physical server part, is going away and everything is transitioning into cloud now?
I believe a lot of companies are transitioning to the cloud, but on-prem servers still exist, and
Right.
a large portion of them are still exist in on-premises servers, right? And they're not that much more different between managing servers on premises versus on the cloud. So that skill that you learn from just on premises servers, you could use that experience and transition into the cloud, right? So they're not that much more different. The fundamentals still exist, and it's still there, and it would definitely help.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But in this is us. We're talking about the support cloud admin side of things, right? But
Hmm.
there's more, just for the viewers to know. There's
Hmm.
also like network side and security side, which you can go deeper into.
Hmm.
And there's also certifications and everything that you can do in security side as well, right?
Hmm.
So depending on what you want to do. But I guess for us, we started as IT support, and
Right,
then
right.
we are kind of admins or analysts,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?